I'm going to be presenting my informative speech on COVID-19. So this is a very important topic I wanted to address because right now, although the world is going through a battle against this pandemic, and I believe it's very important for the public to remain informed and to remain well informed, not getting all of the, fake information that you can find all over the media as of right now. So I'm going to be speaking on on social distancing and what that means exactly. I'm going to be focusing on the exponential curve and what it means to flatten that curve, and also some major misconceptions about COVID-19. So first things first, social distancing and what it is. So I'm going to read a direct quote on what social distancing is. It's by Bates on the Time magazine, written March 11th, 2020. It says, per the CDC's recommendation, social distancing involves remaining out of congregate settings, avoiding mass gatherings, and maintaining distance whenever possible to limit the ability of the virus to spread. So essentially exactly what the quote says, just keep away from people as much as possible. And this will limit the chances of you either getting infected and spreading it, or if you are infecting, spreading it. It just keeps everyone safe and healthy. So one thing I wanted to clear up as well is the difference between quarantine, isolation, and social distancing. So here I have another direct quote explaining the difference between all of that. So the key difference is that a quarantine or isolation restricts the movement of people within a certain area or zone to limit transferring and spreading of an infection. Social distancing places no such locational constraints, rather it is a behavioral practice to lower the risk in most circumstances. So, we have been doing social distancing for some time now, but as of yesterday, our governor has issued a stay-at-home order, which is more of a quarantine, meaning just stay at home. It's trying to control exactly where we are to continue limiting the spread of the virus. So, and also it's by, this source is by Renwick, The Guardian, and it was published March 23rd, 2020. So what exactly does social distancing entail? Well, of course, you'd stay at home, so only go out when you get groceries, or if you're an essential worker and need to go to work, go to work. But other than that, there's no reason for you to be out, so just stay at home with your families or stay at home wherever you are, and it'll limit the spread of the virus since you're not going to be in contact with people. Get your food delivered. We have the wonderful thing of technology where you can just order food off your phone or off your computer instead of you having to go out and interact with people that are food workers. You can just order from their restaurant and have it delivered to you. So that helps. Do not use paper money. The droplets that our body releases when we cough or sneeze can live on money, on heart services and all of that. So exchanging money is a very easy way to spread the virus. Do not have friends over. Again, self-explanatory. Everyone stay in their own homes. Don't be hanging out with people. I know it's hard for us extroverts and all of that, but it's something that's very necessary to do to try to limit the spread of the virus. Minimize contact with those that live within your household. Don't be super huggy. High fives, kissing, sexual contact. All of that, it helps to minimize the spread. Don't share your hygiene products. Again, self-explanatory. If you're sharing, your toothbrush with somebody, that's been in your mouth, easily spreadable there. And then frequent hand washing. So some issues that people have with social distancing would be based on a journal, the American Journal of Bioethics, by Bayham. It was released April 14, 2009. Job security. Obviously, with social distancing comes with losing our jobs. Also, a lot of us have lost our jobs. And which is really difficult, and it's just something that, it creates panic. Religious organizations stop happening, and that is a very big hit for some people, because some people either make their livelihood off of that, again, job security, or that's something that was really a boost for morale. School closures, again, I'm in high school, so I've felt the effect of this a lot. You don't get to go to school anymore. You have to transfer to online schooling with stuff you've already had, and it's just a very difficult thing. And also lack of trust in the government. A lot of people that don't trust the government feel they need to panic, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the government's going to do, if they're going to make us do something we don't want to do, enforcing with police, which is scary, so which makes social distancing just hard, and people just don't want to do it. So, now next, what is the exponential curve? So, based on the article written by Stevens, the Washington Post released March 14, 2020, the exponential curve is essentially a mathematical curve that shows how rapidly the virus is spreading. First, it was very, not many, and then it suddenly shoots up. But that's because the more people are infected, the more chances they have to spread it. So the more they get infected, the faster it spreads, essentially creating an exponential curve. So, what does it mean to flatten that curve? Based on an article by Semerick and Annette, The Globe and Mail, March 14, 2020, the objective is not essentially to get rid of the virus, but is to slow down the rate of the new cases, especially the deadly ones, from rising too steeply. So the pandemic does not overwhelm our finite resources. We have finite amounts of money, finite amount of food, finite amount of gas, or gas prices are being affected, finite amount of healthcare workers, especially now that healthcare workers are getting sick too. So we're losing healthcare workers and they're being kicked off, And if too many cases are coming into our hospitals, which happened in Italy, that becomes a very huge issue. So why social distancing works? It reduces the chances of getting sick and spreading it, and helps the healthcare system stay afloat, and helps reduce our deaths. So some misconceptions about about the COVID-19, based on Canada Telegraph Herald, March 6, 2020, is the exaggeration behind the cause. You have to stop saying it's a bat or a snake caused it, because it just causes more panic, and there's no solid proof about that. You spread the drop. Oops, sorry. It's spread by droplets, by fluids, coughing, sneezing, also hard surfaces, and also direct contact with the face of an infected person. There's also speculated statistics. For example, the bird flu, the WHO predicted 150 million will be infected, and in 2006 only had 201 deaths in 2 years. So it's not something to be, don't panic is what I'm trying to say. Don't look so much at numbers, and look more at what you can do right now. Also, the lethality is only at 2%, and most cases are 81%. Most cases, 81% are mild, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, with masks, please stop using masks unless you're infected, because the healthcare workers need their masks. And if you're not infected, you're just taking those away from them. And there's no proof that wearing masks reduces the spread as of today. So in conclusion, please stay healthy, stay in your homes, and please, stay alert, not anxious. You must, keep yourself updated, and we're all in this together.